and welcome back to Horizontal, the podcast. Wait, what?
That explores the lost art.
Okay, I
of
wanted to make sure we were saying explores. Hello, and welcome back to Horizontal, the podcast that explores the lost art of doing nothing. I'm Mason Smeisterla.
I'm Meg Kelly.
And Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Pass the champagne, my love. Shall we? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
I'm horrified right now.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Woo!
Yay!
Let's save the cork.
For those who aren't on YouTube,
Oh my God! Please tell
the
collective.
I have a black turtleneck on tonight,
Wow!
and it's really turtlenecking.
It's really doing it for me. All right,
But
look at me.
Okay,
Hey, look at me and look straight into my goddamn soul. And I want you to see yourself in 2025. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cheers. Yeah. That wasn't high stakes at all. Woo. Woo.
It's a new year.
It's a new year. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life.
New year, new me, new you, new us.
New us. New horizontal.
Yeah.
New ways of getting horizontal. Lord knows we're going to need it.
Do you have any resolutions
Oh
or
my God,
anything
I knew
this
you were
year?
gonna ask that. Well, the ones that are going to last past the first 4 weeks of the year are probably going to be, because I'm always like, I'm going to be my hottest this year. I'm going to really dig deep, and I'm going to do a bunch of therapy, and I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to blah, 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 blah. It never happens. I mean, you can work on yourself. Sorry, not to be dark.
Happens.
But I always say these things, and they're a little too, I think it's just that it's too vague. You need to be, I'm finding for me specifically,
Right.
that I need to be more specific in my intentions and my aspirations for the year. So I'm going to set small goals for myself throughout the year, one of which is to be more creative.
Okay.
I'm in the works of writing a one-woman show / 30-minute comedy set. We're figuring out what it's going to be. I hope to make new friends.
Yeah.
Do you want to share the news?
Yeah, I do have some news.
Meg has some news.
I have some exciting news.
And sad.
It's bittersweet, but I have decided to move back to my hometown, Austin, Texas, in the new year. But it's really sad because Mason and I have lived together for 2 years, and it's been one of the most fun and rewarding and creative living experiences I've ever had. And I am sad because I do love living with you.
I paid her to say that.
I've been in LA for 12 years.
That's a hot sack, I will say.
Yeah, I moved here in 2012 to go to college. And it's been quite the roller coaster. I've learned a lot of things. I've made a lot of friends, and we've thrown some really great parties.
It's really healed the inner child in me, living with you, getting to live with your childhood best friend as an adult, and experiencing things and being single together. And
this doesn't mean that the pod is over. We will be continuing to produce together. Our plan right now is to batch episodes once a month. My sister still lives in LA, and she's having a baby in the new year, so I'm planning to visit a lot.
Yay.
So we're just going to take it one pod at a time. Oh, yeah, it's a girl.
It's a girl.
Yeah, so new city, new baby. I'm going to consider myself bi-coastal. That's my, honestly.
The Gulf Coast.
And if I'm being
Pacific
serious, I think I'm going to see my sister more now that I'm leaving LA. Because driving to Beverly Hills at any time of day, forget it.
But driving to Beverly Hills from Austin, Texas.
No,
easy.
But if I come to LA once a month and I stay with her in Beverly Hills one night, or I stay here one night, it's then I'll have, a full day to
see her and
and her husband and the baby and just be there. So we'll see, one day at a time.
Yeah. Happy trails, Meg.
Happy trails.
Yeah.
So random. What's happy trails?
I don't know. It feels very like go on, live your life, make your choices, but I'll be here the whole time.
Yeah.
I'll hold your hand.
Exactly.
Like,
and this project came out of it too.
Spaces. Yeah.
I don't think we would have made this unless we were roommates.
Yeah, we
probably not.
I don't think so. I mean, it just was very.
It was so organic. Like, I don't think it would have occurred to us.
Yeah.
Because I never.
Or it would have occurred to us, but we wouldn't have followed through in the way that we did.
No.
Yeah.
I never aspired to be a podcaster.
Well, I love a yap. I love to chat.
No, I love
to
a
talk.
yap too. Like, I always thought it would be fun, but I just never thought I had anything to say.
But you still don't, but we're figuring it out.
I still don't, but that's not the point. It doesn't really matter what you say.
Point. Yeah, it's how you say it.
It just matters that you're saying it.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Go forth into the future.
Go forth and set the world on fire.
Yeah.
As St. Ignatius once said.
Yeah. What are your resolutions?
I feel like just to be a little vulnerable.
No, please. Raw dog it.
I feel like I do worry about like big picture things a lot. Like, where's my career going? Like,
yeah.
Who am I going to end up with? Am I going to have kids? Like, XYZ. Like,
yeah.
It plagues me.
All the societal stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I feel like I sometimes can like miss the boat when I'm too focused on the things that maybe I don't have or the things that are like lacking in my life. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Well, what do I have?
Yeah. What am I grateful for?
I have decided that 2025. Oh, our soup's here.
Yay. We ordered soup.
No, my goal for 2025 is to be fabulous.
Oh,
yeah.
She's entering her Samantha year, folks.
I'm entering my Samantha year. And I know it sounds kind of cringe to say that, but like, I woke up today.
Fuck it, be fabulous.
I woke up today and I was like, I'm fabulous.
And you know what? She fucking did, because she woke up at 7 a.m. She was out the door, and she was on the fucking treadmill before I was even up, and I gotta wake up early.
Yeah.
And I woke up and I said, I don't know. It's cool. Like, I'm gonna turn 31 this year. We're both gonna turn 31.
31 is real.
I think 31 is
it's a real number. Yeah.
Like, you're not just newly 30. You're fully like entering your 30s now.
Like, we're fully cooked.
We're fully cooked.
We're fully baked.
I got a rotisserie chicken in my bag. We're fully cooked. So I don't know. It feels good, even though there's trauma around this year when it comes to political things. But
there's always going to be political trauma.
There's always going to be political trauma. There's always going to... But you know what? There's aliens in the ocean.
At least we've got the freaking aliens.
And I can't wait for them to come and yeet me and just take me out of here. I would look so good as an alien. I've already got big eyes. I've already got a big brain.
Doesn't it sound inappropriate?
No,
when you
yeeting is not. Anyone who has ever
aliens come and yeet me. Doesn't that sound like
they can sexually do
doesn't
things
that sound
too?
Like
I'm down.
It's an innuendo.
But yeeting for me is just like scoop me up, bitch.
Just whisk.
I don't care where I am.
Okay.
I could be mid donut.
Do you remember?
And just take me.
The SNL sketch with
Now I'll fill you up.
Pete Davidson, thank you, and Timothy Chalamet, where they were like the rappers.
Yeet, yeet, skirt, yeet, yeet, skirt, 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 roll up, yeet, drop that, yeet, skirt that, yeet, pop that, yeet.
Is that where yeet came from?
Yeah, well, that's not where it came from, but
thank you.
They were. That's what they based it off of. It was based off of the trend of yeet and skirt at the time.
That's still when like Timothy Chalamet was
not Bob Dylan.
New news, kind of. When did Call Me by Your Name come out? Like, that was a long time ago.
I don't know, but I still haven't seen it. Isn't that sad?
It's good.
And Armie Hammer, as we know, we've already had a convo about him, but that's interesting.
Yeah, I wish him.
God, I used to want to jump his bones before I knew he wanted my bones.
Yeah.
We saw Bones and All, which was
Bones and
also Timmy
All.
Shalley.
Oh my God, I totally
Do you
forgot
remember
about
that?
Bones and All.
Who else was in that? Timmy Shalley and
Taylor Russell.
Taylor Russell.
The girl, right?
Yeah, but I can't remember right
Didn't
now
she
what her face
date
looks like.
Harry Styles for a while?
I don't know. He's dated everybody.
Beautifully shot.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful home, gorgeous grounds.
Gorgeous grounds. beautiful home, gorgeous grounds. Stunning aesthetic.
We need to make a t-shirt that says
Beautiful home, gorgeous grounds. Well, should we get to what I'm watching?
Yes, please. What the heck are you
my God.
watching?
It's my new favorite
Maison.
It's my favorite thing in the entire world.
Okay, I have no idea what she's about to show me. So
But
I'm
also,
really excited.
you kind of do because haven't stopped talking about it.
Okay. I don't know what it is though.
So there is a trend right now. I don't know if it's still going on when this comes out, but it probably will be because it's amazing. There's a picture of a Muppet.
yes.
And he's got red hair, orange face, crazy look in his eyes.
Right.
And as you zoom in closer to the Muppet's face, it's just pictures. It goes from one picture to the next, and you're zooming in on the Muppet. And with each zoom in, the story that someone is telling is getting wilder and wilder.
So it's like an unhinged story.
Yeah, it's an
written story.
Usually in the past tense. So it's something that's happened to someone that they thought they would never tell. And then it comes out because of this Muppet.
And then it's like a photo wheel, and it's the Muppet.
And you're just sliding through
Muppet looking like
this story.
How would you describe the Muppet's like expression?
He's just like, it's like deer in the headlights, hair looking electrocuted, and you're just and just arms at side, and he's wearing an apron and a headband.
Yeah,
and
he's
you're
like,
just like he's
last,
just like
last three brain cells.
Just
vibe.
smooth brain, no thoughts, no one's home.
Yeah,
and it's just
he's been through it.
He's been through it, and he's just kind of standing there like.
And then the photo wheel like crops closer and closer and closer to his face as you swipe through and read the story.
This is one.
Okay.
Setting the scene.
Okay.
It was the first time staying over at my now boyfriend's house. We were play fighting, and he accidentally kicked me in the face. My prosthetic eye flew out. In parentheses, at this point, I hadn't told him that I have a prosthetic eye.
How did he not know?
It says, my fight or flight kicked in, and I covered my eye with my hand and told him, get out of his own room. He left the room. I then spent the next 5 minutes on my hands and knees trying to find my eye, as I had no idea where it had gone. I called my family, who were trying to help me figure out how to put my eye back in calmly. While this was happening, he was texting me asking me what was wrong and if I needed him to take me to the hospital. I was crying and sweating profusely. My eye physically would not go back in. After a good 30 minutes, I finally put my eye back in. I had put my eye in upside down, and it was now looking up at the ceiling. That's not it. How and why this was happening. I had to take my eye back out and start the entire process all over again. He was still texting me, apologizing, and asking me what he had done wrong. I finally put my eye back in, and this time the right way. I told him he could come back into the room, his room, and he hugged me, and I was dripping with sweat and tears. And that's how my boyfriend found out that I have a prosthetic eye.
What a nightmare. He kicked her eye out.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
These are so good.
Oh my God.
These things are stories I've never thought I would hear. Okay, this is another fave. When I was in 8th grade, I was insanely obsessed with Twilight and Robert Pattinson. Same.
Naturally.
And I was running the largest followed Twilight Instagram fan page.
In 8th grade?
Yes. I had well over 100,000 followers. And for some reason, I decided I needed to grow my following. I made up a huge story about how I was going to meet Robert Pattinson and made a contest in which the winners would all win autographed pictures of Robert Pattinson. I spent all summer practicing and forging his signature to the point where it looked even better than his own. I autographed 15 pictures of Robert Pattinson and chose 15 winners from the thousands of people who entered. I secretly sent out all these forged autographs across the United States behind my parents' backs, attaching notes to the winners about how happy I am they get to enjoy their autograph. I got back thank you letters telling me their entire life was made by this picture I sent. If you have one of those, ...
Oh my God. What a con artist. I hope she charged for them.
She spent all summer practicing his
Oh my
autograph, and
God.
it was better than his own.
Dude, I bet we know someone that has one of those.
Oh my God.
That
Anyway.
is hilarious.
These are so good.
I love that we just have like this trend is just a vessel for an unhinged story.
Yeah.
And that's if we could have any vessel to hear more wild
Yes.
stories like that,
Oh
we're
my
winning.
God, I would
we're
welcome
winning,
it. We're winning.
You know?
That
is
and it's the
too
picture
good.
paired with the music paired with the stories behind it. Like
Yeah.
the pictures of the Muppet and then it becoming gradually more zoomed in on the face. And then the song getting more and more intense, like, is that the money? I'm gonna take you there. And then while the story's getting more intense, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? It honestly
And then
made me
it's like-
feel more real. It made me feel more
Yeah.
like at peace with my life because I've done
Yeah.
some shit that no one knows about.
I also love that like the trend is a signal to the viewer that like it's about to get real.
Yeah.
And then you're like buckled
like,
in.
oh, I'm in
You're
it.
like ready for the ride.
Yeah. I'm
and
buckled in.
that's what I admire.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing this
You're
to
welcome.
the table.
Yeah. I've been strapped in for a while now and
Yeah.
I needed to share.
Because you brought it up and I was like, oh yeah, I have seen those. And now I'm starting to notice them a little bit more.
So, and sometimes I'll pass by them like, oh, okay, this one's fun or whatever.
Can you
But
imagine,
every once in a
like-
while there's one that sends me, dude.
Can you imagine like Luigi just like posting one of those a year from now in jail? Just like, it's like telling the story. It's like,
In
like,
the midnight hour,
crazy.
I can feel your body.
Should we do a dream?
Let's do a dream.
What on earth are we dreaming about? We've had a lot of millennial dreams. Your mom gave us a dream, but now my
Yes.
dad is our first baby boomer dream that has been submitted, and I'm excited to. I haven't listened to it yet, so we're gonna listen to it live.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hello, Meg and Mason. This is Pat. And yes, full disclosure, I'm Meg's father. But I'm a huge fan of the show. And even if I was a total stranger, I would still love the show. You guys are doing a fabulous job. I listen to it every week.
Thanks,
All right, so I have
Dad.
a dream for you. My friend John and I have been going out to Las Vegas for a boys' trip for, oh gosh, forever, 25 years or so. And when we go out there, we go to see shows, and we've seen a lot of great shows out there. We've seen, Tom Jones, Elton John, Celine Dion, Cirque du Soleil, tons of comedians, magicians. So we've
Iconic.
seen a bunch of
I'm
shows.
jealous.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to my dream. I'm, for whatever reason, I'm sitting in a lobby working on a laptop. And my
Classic.
friend John comes along and he says, hey, come on, we got to go. The show's about to start. So I close up the laptop. I'm following John. We walk towards the theater. And then before we go in, we duck into a men's room on the left, for a quick pee before the show. It's just this massively huge men's room, very tall ceilings, lots of white lights, and just tons of sinks in this place. And I'm looking for, a stall or a urinal, and I don't see one. So I just keep walking into this restroom, and it goes on for like forever. And I can't find a place to go. And so eventually I walk so far into this restroom that it turns into the women's restroom. And I turn around and go back the other way. Eventually I get to the exit, and I know it's the right exit because my friend John is patiently sitting out in the lobby waiting for me, sitting in this upholstered chair. And that's when I realize that I've lost the laptop. So now here I am.
Not the laptop.
I'm late for the show. I've lost John's laptop, and I still need to go to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
And that's when I woke up.
That's a nightmare.
And so that's
a real nightmare.
That's my restroom nightmare.
Wow.
Love to have you guys, just sort of kick it around a little bit, see if you can pick up any wisdom for me there. And once again, I'm a huge fan of the show. I love it. Keep up the great work. And love you guys. And bye now.
Bye.
Oh,
thanks,
bye,
Dad.
Oh, that was so great. And also terrifying. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. And that at the end, you ended up with nothing. You quite literally had to go pee the entire time. And then lost the laptop. My God. And then I hate it when you wake up at the end of those. Like nothing is solved.
It's like one stress after another, one problem after another.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a common dream. I have those dreams all the time where it's like you're trying to get somewhere, you're trying to go to the airport, and it's urgent, there's like
and you never quite get there, and then you wake up.
Yeah,
and it's like
you're
fuck.
lost, and then you're like physically uncomfortable.
Ugh.
And
worst.
and now you've lost your friend's device, which is expensive and like a huge pain in the butt to like replace.
First of all, love a boys trip to Vegas. Love a boy.
We had a trip to Vegas earlier this
We
year.
recently had, and I would like to think that it could be an annual thing, or if not
totally.
a semi-annual thing.
I think
like
we need to. We were
biannual.
dipping our toes in the Vegas water. We had our first girls trip this year,
and it was very spontaneous.
It was really fun. Yeah.
But it was hilarious in how it lasted because it was barely 48 hours there, if that. And anyway, but I love that you go every year for the past 25 years. That is amazing. And John is a trooper, by the way, because he was, I mean, it seemed like the chaos of it all was not about John. He was still waiting for you at the end.
Yeah.
So one thing I will say is you've got good friends in your life. What would ChatGPT say? And then, because I have some thoughts, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
Dreams about searching for a restroom without success often symbolize feelings of frustration, vulnerability, or a lack of control in one's waking life. The scenario may reflect suppressed emotions or unmet needs for privacy and personal space. Say that.
Because me and my mom and my sister are just like no filter.
Especially when
There's
he's
no
with all the
privacy,
girls.
yeah.
It's like him and all the girls. Okay, and then losing a laptop can represent anxieties about losing control over responsibilities or personal circumstances. It may also indicate fears of misplacing important information or experiencing setbacks in one's endeavors. Combining these elements, your dream suggests a sense of being overwhelmed by responsibilities and a struggle to find personal space or relief. The presence of your friend John and the setting of Las Vegas might indicate a longing for relaxation or return to simpler times. Overall, this dream may be highlighting the need to address feelings of being overwhelmed and seek balance between personal needs and external demands.
That's interesting.
I think your dad needs a vacay.
Maybe needs a vacay. Well, I also think like my dad is like a true introvert. He loves like working on his projects and just like doing his own thing.
Yeah.
So I think that there could be some of that like introversion, needing for like me time or needing for like,
especially in a place like
yeah.
Vegas where it's like seemingly so
Yeah.
extroverted and like so in your face, and you're going to see big shows and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like interesting that the juxtaposition between like we're on the Vegas Strip, we're about to go see a show, but I'm also working on my laptop and I need to go to the restroom. But then it
Yeah.
becomes this whole big event, and the Alice in Wonderland of it all.
Yeah,
Like it turns into this room and this room and this room. It's
sometimes
like
like I'll put like my elders or my parents on a pedestal, and it's like, no, everybody has their own stresses in life.
If you're in hibernation mode, I'm always like, Meg's going through something, and I need to be supportive. I need to figure, I need to just like be there for her because she's either sick or she's going through something and doesn't really want to like talk about it yet, and she needs some time, but she is going through something. If I'm in hibernation mode, it's because I'm just done. Like I'm done being a talking head for a little bit. It's quite literally to shut off.
Yeah.
So that I can recharge. But some people hibernate because, they have like different things that are in their head that they can't express. And so I feel like there's different kinds of people who need to get horizontal for different reasons. So you never know.
Yeah. So maybe it's these dreams are encouraging you to take a break.
Take a break.
I think my dad is a Hufflepuff.
Ooh, that
Through
explains a lot.
through
That
and through,
explains
and
a lot.
that's where I get my Hufflepuff nature. If my dad is anything, he's a hard worker.
Oh, for sure.
So perhaps your dreams are telling you to take a walk.
Take a sec. Also,
Do a
he's
little-
an author.
little guided
Maybe you've been
meditation.
taking too much time on the laptop, like staring at a screen and writing some beautiful words, but you just need to like go experience life for a second, then come back and write it all down.
Or do something different to shake things up, like try a new restaurant or a new trail.
Don't be afraid to pee on a random sidewalk if you can't find a bathroom.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta make your own bathroom.
Yeah. Where no one else is around, of course.
Which is not on the sidewalk as I'm walking to H Mart.
Oh, yeah,
to
maybe
get
not
eggs
that.
on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I don't like public urination at all. Not a fan.
I think.
Not a fan. I've lived in LA too long. I don't
equality
like
is
it.
equality. If they're
I
going to do
don't
it, I'm
like
going to do it. Anyway.
I will not be doing it. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pop, for
Thanks,
the great
Pop.
dream. That was really fun to interpret.
Yes.
And if you guys would like to send us your dreams, please do. We need more voice messages.
Yes.
You can DM us at horizontal_pod or send us an email, horizontalpod@gmail.com.
And just roll out of bed, babe, or roll to the side, still in bed, and just start recording, okay? You can sound crusty, whatever you want. Just like
Whatever you
send
need,
it to us,
child.
whatever you need. We will not judge. We might comment on it, but we won't judge.
No.
And you know what? I just hope everyone just takes a breather before everything gets started again.
Yeah.
This is like the one sweet spot before work starts back up and we get back to our reality. And just take a moment, feel however you need to feel, and go forth and have a great 2025. We love you guys. Please rate and review.
Rate and review.
And tell your friends about it and send us your dreams. And you're in for a lot more surprises this year.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next Wednesday.
See you soon.
Adios. Bye.